Opinion Supreme Court in Washington January 4. The Supreme Court will not save us from another Donald Trump presidency. Judges. Jan. The 5 have announced they will consider question of whether states can exclude Trump from ballots under Section 14 of the Third Amendment, making former officials involved in insurrection ineligible for future office. The court was right take up case. An appeal from a Colorado Supreme Court decision that declared Trump ineligible appear on states' GOP primary ballot. And, given that Section 3 issue had been settled, proceedings had been expedited. Case was scheduled for argument on February 8, but those who once ignored, rarely invoke the constitutional provision for salvation tend to let themselves down. It would be extraordinary if any Supreme Court declared that front-runner for their party's nomination could be banned from the ballot. To do so would unleash widespread unrest and, worse, against nation. This Supreme Court will not take this step. And as I have written before, I've hoped that they will be joined by some or all of the Democratic appointees, with 6 of them nominated by Republican presidents. The chief mystery, and one that will be fascinating to watch as the case unfolds, is how the court will reach this conclusion. This may take some intellectual gymnastics for conservative justices who claim originals committing to heed the constitutional text. In a brief goulash, Trump's lawyers presented a series of arguments to make Trump's, some more inclined, others more compelling. Below is an evaluation of some possible outcomes. Trump remains eligible to hold office because it is not clear he was engaged in the insurrection. That would be simplest basis for ruling. But I suspect justices would be reluctant to plunge court into political thicket of deciding whether former president is a rebel. The court does not have to agree with the reasoning, but mustering a majority for this proposal may also be difficult. Still, that's the basic question. So let's go through the arguments. Section 3 provides, no person shall hold any civil military office under any state, having previously been sworn to do so, as a member Congress, as an officer United States, to engage in counterinsurrection rebellion against same, support Constitution states, to aid comfort their enemies. Only Congress, by a 2/3 vote of each house, can afford such disability. Has Trump started to revolt? The Colorado Supreme Court concluded that he did, upholding the findings of a lower court judge. Any definition term, Colorado court said, shall include concerted public force or threat force by group persons obstruct or hinder United States government from taking necessary actions affect peaceful transfer power in this country. And, he said, there was little difficulty in coming conclusion that events January 6 constituted an insurrection, as mob armed with deadly weapons and intent on preventing Congre